So this is the Team Bullseye Challenge.
Once again, Richie Bennett finding the green grass of home. Well, so far, Marcel Althaus has found at least a 25 with every single dart he's thrown in this challenge.
Now they're rushing. Now they're rushing. That's when the mistakes come. They've gone for speed and not accuracy. And now it looks like they're going to run out of time.
You can't afford to drop one, and you can't afford to re-grip it. Just chuck it. There we go.
Hey, hey.
Not wearing his Scottish shirt.
Maybe it was at the dry cleaners.
Countdown clock is going down. There's a bull.
This is Team Gibraltar's Bullseye Challenge.
Here we go, Bullseye Challenge, and it is national pride at stake, and Gibraltar getting off to a good start with Justin Hewitt scoring 3.
Bit of a blocker there from Galliano.
No score.
Couldn't get past it.
90 seconds on the clock for the pairs Bullseye Challenge. Hewitt again in the green.
2.
This is never as easy as it looks. I've done this challenge. It's not that easy.
Yeah, but you only threw 6 darts, Scott.
Oh no, yeah, one of those was out of time.
1.
Well, I don't think they're doing too bad.
1.
Could have done well to get past that dart there. Probably need another ball or 2.
1.
That's a good dart. Well, if you're going to miss high. Leave the target open.
Score.
Now they're rushing. Now they're rushing. That's when the mistakes come.
2.
15 seconds remaining. Not going to get many more throws here. Starting to run. They know they're up against the clock.
No score.
4 seconds remain. 3, 2, 1,
No
and
score.
it's over.
Last time. Team Gibraltar score 15. Time now for Team Wales and their Bullseye Challenge.
Here we go then. Land of the Red Dragons, Team Wales and their Bullseye Challenge, and Kurt Parry getting off to a brilliant start. He's been fantastic on the International Pairs Week. They've been a fantastic pair. And look at this for a beautiful start to the Bullseye Challenge.
Yeah, Parry staying in the same order as they have been. Parry throwing first, Bennett throwing second. Bennett says he just mops up the pieces. Well, I'm not sure he's going to have to mop up any pieces in this challenge. He's just got to do his thing.
4.
Already level with what we saw the Gibraltar pair score earlier.
Still got 45 seconds left as well, so time in hand.
3.
Absolutely superb, this. Once again, Richie Bennett finding the green grass of home.
1. No score.
Parry pointless on that occasion.
Yeah, unusual for him.
Coming down to the 10-second countdown.
3.
And Bennett piling more points up.
Probably going to be, this is going to be the last visit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the done.
Team Wales scored 26. This is Team Scotland's Bullseye Challenge.
Bullseye Challenge for Team Scotland, and straight in the ball goes John Henderson. His partner
4.
is Scott Campbell, who seems to be getting ready for the face-off between the pair because he's not wearing his Scottish shirt.
No, he didn't yesterday either. He wore a blue shirt, but not the Scottish shirt.
1.
Maybe it was at the dry cleaners.
Can Scotland take the other countries to the cleaners here? Now, inspired by one of our commentary colleagues here at the Super Series,
1.
here are some fun facts about Scotland. Did you know that Scotland has over 140 whisky distilleries? Scotland are birthplace of golf.
1.
Also invented television, the telephone, and penicillin.
4.
Well, they've come in quite handy, the Scottish, haven't they, really?
Absolutely. Not bad by the old arrows either. Anyway, that's the latest edition. Join us tomorrow for more fun facts unrelated to what we're watching. Well, I don't think they've done the best here. They're not going to be bottom of the pile, but they're certainly not going to be top.
2.
So we're down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time up.
3, and that's time. Team Scotland scored 20. This is Team England's Bullseye Challenge.
Here we go, England playing the Bullseye Challenge. Mervyn King and Steve West hoping to be the premier pair at this particular game.
1.
England captain alongside Miss Scott Mitchell. You must be rooting for this duo.
Yeah, I have been from day one.
Do you want some fun facts about England?
Yes, we have 51 cities in England, apparently.
Really? Really?
4.
Did you know that all of the swans in England are owned by the king? Not Mervyn King.
3.
I did actually know that one.
Well,
2.
15 points now racked up by Simply the West and Mervyn King together, and they're adding to that tally quite nicely. Should be outscoring Scotland, in fact will be outscoring Scotland. Wales scored 26, is it on? 20 seconds to go.
3.
Maybe another 2 visits here, so it needs to be good.
No score.
Looks like West's gone south there.
It's all down to the king. Can he do it? Oh, 1 away from Wales.
Probably going to get to another dart, and that'll be it.
And that's time. That last one wasn't.
Oh, it doesn't count. Wow.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Judge. I'm hearing in my ear, because that last dart didn't count, you didn't tie with Wales. Now, because I'm English, it counts, and you're on 26 as well. Next up, the shortest country in the world, it's the Netherlands.
Here we go then. Double Dutch
3.
at the Bullseye Challenge as Jimmy Van Ski and Danny Van Tripe take on this particular Super Series game.
2.
Scott Mitchell is alongside me.
2.
Indeed, I think they've both got an unfair advantage. They're throwing down. It's like throwing a double 3 for these guys, this Bullseye.
Well, do you want to know some fun facts about the Netherlands?
Yes, please.
2.
Officially, the Dutch are the tallest people in the world. That is fact. Technically, as well, parts of Netherlands are below sea level, so you can understand why they need to be the tallest in the world.
Well, they need to see over things, don't they?
2.
Nothing to do with they got longer legs because they all ride bicycles.
Yeah, more bikes than people. That's another one. Export more flowers than
1.
any other country on earth. And they are known for being masters of directness. Brutally honest. Guys, this is shocking.
3.
It's so bad you can nearly smell it, can't you?
Well, they're not going to be bottom,
3.
but they're not going to be top.
They've gone for speed and not accuracy. And now it looks like they're going to run out of time. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're over.
Team Netherlands scored 23. This is Team Belgium's Bullseye Challenge.
Well, here we go
1.
with Team Belgium's Bullseye Challenge. Shanti van den Berg and Brian Roman teaming up
1.
to be the best team at the Super Series.
2. No score.
Scott, do you know where French fries were invented?
You're going to tell me Belgium,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am, yeah.
2.
French fries invented in Belgium. Traditionally served in a cone, and you should have French fries with what condiment?
2.
Mayonnaise.
Correct. Not ketchup. There's even a
3.
fries museum over in Belgium.
I bet that's an interesting one to go see.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Henry, stop texting me, mate.
2.
Well, there's been lots of outers here, haven't there? Where's the ball? Find the ball.
It's that red bit in the middle, but nobody seems to be able to find it here at the moment.
Well, they don't like ketchup. There we go.
Hey,
Hey, hey. 15 seconds to go. And Belgium are
2.
making a late surge here.
They are indeed, and if Roman can get these out of his hand,
1.
and his partner can get in there and hit something, and hit something,
And
and they're out of time.
Team Belgium scored 22. This is Team France's Bullseye Challenge. Game on.
So this is the Team Bullseye Challenge, the International Pairs Bullseye Challenge. Now, the first part sees the French pair of Jacques Larbre and Nico Tullier work together to try and build up as good a score as they possibly can. 90 seconds on the clock to do exactly that. 1 point for 25, 2 points for Bullseye in this particular challenge. And, well, they're just needing to find that proximity, haven't they?
Yeah, slightly tentative start from the pair of them, but
No score.
yeah, a couple of scores now. They've come up dry. That is better. Needs to work in on that.
3.
Yeah, much better from Tullier.
Well, nice to see they're one of those teams that have come in coordinated shirts, although
2.
with the greatest of respect, when a French team turns up in matching uniform, you wouldn't expect penguins to be on the shirt.
Yeah, it's definitely unique,
score.
but like you say, I like the joined-up thinking from the pair of them. Absolutely. Second bullseye found.
2.
Well, 20 seconds there, so that should be one more throw apiece. And they're beginning to find that
3.
25 at Bullseye with a little bit more regularity. This will be the final throw. Can we find another Bullseye? No,
2.
we can't, but it's a solid enough effort from this French
No
duo.
score, and that's time. Team France score 15. Next up, it's Team Northern Ireland against the Bullseye Challenge. Game on.
So, Northern Ireland led by Neil Dubb taking on the Bullseye Challenge, the first ever world champion
3.
from his country, lifting the Lakeside title in 2022, where he beat a Frenchman in Thibaut Chacol to lift that particular honour. Richard McKee, his partner, who made his
4.
debut at the Super Series early on in 2025, and such was his success, he's been given the opportunity to play pairs with one of the greatest players from his
4.
nation.
Yeah, and a really, really strong start from this pair. It's what you've come to expect from them. But yeah, they've worked really well, I think, so far as a team, and
1.
you're seeing more of it here in the Bullseye Challenge.
And this is the key with the Bullseye Challenge. Yes, you want to hit as many bullseyes as possible. If you could just keep peppering the 25, you're going to have some joy.
3.
And they're just constantly ticking off 2 or 3 per visit. And it just constantly ticks up the scoreboard.
It's one of the things I love when people do the Bullseye Challenge. As that
2.
clock starts ticking away, you start seeing the players run into the oche. Everyone's just got that real competitive edge.
That spring in the step as the clock
No
shuts
score.
down towards 0.
Just trying to work his way back in. Had a couple of dry visits, Northern Ireland.
No
Another
score.
one there. That's the other thing, isn't it? When the adrenaline starts pumping, it's trying to maintain your composure just enough to find the target.
And now things are just beginning to drift.
Northern Ireland score 20. This is Team Poland's Bullseye Challenge. Game on.
So Team Poland taking on the Bullseye Challenge. Sebastian Steyer and Lukas Wazwarski.
1.
The first ever pairing from Poland to take on the Bullseye Challenge. Sebastian needs to learn a lesson. I know he had a dart in the way, but always walk off to the right-hand side, otherwise you block the camera bend.
Yeah, but that's that competitive edge, isn't it? That is like, I'm not going to waste any time by going that way. I'm going to go the way I know.
2.
Technically, if you stand in the way of that camera and the opponent can't see the darts, or we can't see the other person's darts, when it gets to the knockout element, does it mean that their darts don't count because we can't see
1.
it?
I think Jack can probably see them.
Yeah, I should have thought that one through.
It's interesting because obviously we've seen many a player do the Bullseye Challenge, and I will say Sebastian Steyer, just that much more methodical action. I think both these players actually, they do like to take their time sometimes in the approach, and it might be a bit difficult because this is all about speed and accuracy.
Yeah, it's not quite played to their strengths, is it? It's not quite like a Danny Lauby who could probably
2.
sprint up and back and have about 12 visits in 90 seconds like a Springbok.
No, but if speed isn't the strength, then, you know, just go for that level of accuracy. Do take
3.
that extra bit of time. Make sure that the throws that you do have count.
But it doesn't matter if you're quick and you're missing everything, does it? You're slower and you manage to get what you need to get, then
1,
sometimes you can
and that's
catch up,
time.
tortoise in the hare mentality.
Team Poland score 11. This is Team Kenya and their Bullseye Challenge.
Bullseye Challenge, international style. Team Kenya
4.
finding 2 bulls in the very first visit. Fantastic stuff there from Manpreet Kelsey.
Yeah, interested to see how these guys get on.
2.
It's a great start. Better than some of the more established teams that we've seen take on the challenge so far this week.
1.
It's always interesting to see the dynamic between pairs in this. Do they play better as a team, or are they better when they're up against each other?
Yeah, I've seen a few tactics
2.
come into play when they've played on their own.
Well, it's not a bad tally so far.
3.
More often than not, getting 2 out of the 3 darts scoring.
Yeah, and back in the bullseye once again. Yeah,
3.
good adjustment, another 3 points.
40 seconds to go. But this is
3.
so reliable. It's the meatloaf performance, isn't it? 2 out of 3. Ain't bad.
4.
Well, 4 there, 2 balls. They're really tallying up the score, 22 points so far.
1.
20 seconds to go. 23 scored. And they keep tallying them up. You can't afford to drop one, and you can't afford to re-grip it. Just chuck it. Get out the way, man.
Yeah, just the last few seconds.
1.
Last dart, probably this.
No score.
Doesn't matter
That's
anyway.
Time.
Can you score 25?
Team Kenya score 25. Next up to take on the Bullseye Challenge, Team Germany.
Yeah, now time for Germany's Bullseye Challenge. This is the team event, and we will see Schlichting and Oldhaus. See how they get on.
Yeah, they've played pairs together for quite a number of years.
4.
This is fantastic stuff. Showmanship from Marcel with his first visit. They're not speeding up to throw, are they? They're just
2.
playing their usual game. They're deciding that they're going to be more effective that way, which could be correct.
Yeah, I'm not against it, I'll be honest, but I do think that when it is a speed challenge, then just
3.
get to the oche, get to the board a bit quicker. We like to see them run around.
Well, so far, Marcel Althaus has found at least a 25 with
1.
every single dart he's thrown in this challenge. Until now.
Yeah, but good adjustment back in there.
2.
Yeah, it's Outhouse that's really pinning the ball.
Well, they're starting to
4.
make good progress here, Germany. 16 points now. They need another 9 to beat Kenya.
1.
Yeah, and they're coming into the last 15 seconds, and this is where you see the players, they start to lose a bit of form because they speed up. Will the
2.
Germans do the same?
Countdown clock is going down. There's a bull. There's another one.
4.
I'm not sure what happened with that last start.
No score. And a broken shoulder. Team Germany scored 23. The final team to take on the International Pairs Bullseye Challenge is Team Ireland. Game on.
Okay, over to Ireland now for the Team Bullseye Challenge. Can
1.
they be the winners of this International Pairs Week? Forget whether they win on Saturday night. It's all about who can win the Bullseye
3.
Challenge. And McGurk and O'Shea have made a semi-decent start here.
Yeah, interesting to see John O'Shea just getting pumped up even for this. You know that
2.
he is Mr. Uber competitive. I'm actually quite intrigued to see how they go head-to-head after this.
He's a really good grouper, John, so once
4.
one's in, you expect him to get a few more, which he showcases there.
3.
Yeah, good grouping there from McGurk as well. On target for a good tally here.
3.
Well, they've still got half their time left. If they carry on scoring at the same level, they're going to blow the record out of the water.
2.
Yeah, looking good so far. But we all know as that clock starts ticking down, the pressure starts to
1.
mount.
Time waits for no man.
3.
This is knocking on the door now of Bullseye Challenge glory.
3.
Yeah, another 3 there for John O'Shea. Like they're attracted to the green. It matches their
1.
shirts.
Last few seconds. Oh,
2.
superb.
And that's
Absolutely
time.
brilliant performance.
Team Ireland are your Bullseye Challenge champions with 28. Please tell me you're recording that. Beautiful.